Welcome again. Last time we had a discussion, we had a video about creating our first Java web project in Eclipse by using Mac. In this video, we are going to have a discussion about how to debug a Java program in Eclipse. There are different types of Java programs. Last time we had a discussion regarding creation of web project, which I will give the link in the description box. Today we are going to discuss the Java standalone project, and as well as we will see how to debug an existing project. It might be a standalone Java project, it might be a web application. So there will be two parts of this debugging process. In step 1, we will discuss about debugging of standalone Java project, and in step 2 or in part 2 we will discuss about debugging Java web project. So let us start how to create a standalone Java project. Again, you have to go for file, in Eclipse we'll have new. So different options you can see. So you may not get this many number of options while you will go for creating a project in your Eclipse, because I am creating different types of projects, so these options are available to me. So as long as you will go on creating these projects, you also will get these options when you will go for creating the project. So right now I am going to create a new project. So simply I will go on clicking on file, new, then here is the project, so that I will get different options. Don't worry about these options which are available to my machine. It will be available to your machine also, because this is something like frequently used menus which I am doing in my case. So in your case, you will open Eclipse, then click on file, new, then click on project. So here you can see you can directly go from Java project, or here if you are not getting these options, Java project from existing and built in Java project. So if you are not getting this, so go for Java. This is going to be there in Eclipse by default, Java. Then click on Java project. Next, give the project name, anything you can give. Suppose I will say debug demo. So rest of the things no need to change. I'm going to use Java SE 1.8, which is already installed in my machine. So it will keep it. I will keep it as it is. Then click on next. Then here it is going to create a folder in my project named as SRC, stands for source. Then mm, when you go for creating any packages, then you can use this SRC folder. Right now I am not going to use any package for the time being. Later on we will see how to go for using this SRC folder for creating the package. So I am not going to do any change over here. Just click on finish. It again task open associate perspective, because we are going to create a Java project. So whatever is required for Java project, it is going to have the perspective, means the help in the Eclipse. So if you don't need those, then click on no. So here, this is what debug demo is the project name I have given. Here is the src folder. Okay, now I will right click on this, create a new class on src. I right click, let me show you again. Right click on src, new class. So I'll name it as name of the, you can see source folder. It is going to be stored in demo debug demo slash src. If I'll go for creating any package, then I can go for mentioning the package name over here. What is the package name and all this thing, that we will discuss later. You can use default package by, you can leave it as it is. It has been mentioned default. Then the most important thing is you have to mention the class name. Suppose I will mention the class name as my main class. Anything you can mention as the class name. Another important thing over here, since I want to keep this main method, which is the starting point of the project. When you run the project, it is always going to start the project from the main method where it exists. Means in this class, which I'm going to name it as my main class, it is going to have a main method. So here the option is there, public static void main. So above to it you can see which method stops would you like to create. I would like to create this public static void main, check it. If you don't want to create public static void main, suppose some other class I will create where I don't need this main method, then I don't need to click on this. Okay. So rest of the things you can keep it as it is. So again I repeat, I gave the name of the class, then I click on this public static void main. Nothing I have done apart from that. Okay. So it gives a warning in the top place. You can see the use of default package is discouraged. Yes, it is discouraged, but when you know the package, what is package and what is the utility of the package in Java project, at that moment you can go ahead. But right now you can go for creating the project even if with a default package. So I will click on finish. So here it gave us a class with this public static void main as we have selected. It has this public class, my main class. It has this public static void main method, and it has a comment which you can remove or you can keep it out also, that doesn't matter. I removed it. Then I will just keep a loop inside it, a for loop, int I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Then I'll say I'll go for printing a line of output with the help of system.out.println. Hello, and as well as I will go for printing the value of I. So this one simply I have written a very basic class or basic program which will just go on printing the value of I into the console window. This is what is the console window, you can see. Here it will print this in this area, in the bottom part of this Eclipse console window which is there. Here it will print hello with the value of I. Means first time the value of I is going to be 0, then it is 1, then it is 2, then it is 3, then it is 4. When it will become 5, then it will come out of the loop. 5 lines of output I expect over here when I will run the program. So it's very simple thing. So let me run it. So I saved it, Control S or Command S, whichever operating system you are using. Then right click on that class which you have created or the Java file which you have created. Based upon the class name, it is going to create the Java file. Let me show you again. I have given the class name as my main class, and the file which has been created, it is named as my main class.java. Right click on it. You can go for run as, then Java application. Okay, so very simple. You don't need to compile anything, you don't need to debug anything right now. I'll show you how to debug. So simply let me show you what is going to be the output. So Java application, so you can see in the console window we got this hello 0, hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4. That's it. Okay, let us see in Eclipse how to debug. Before going to the debug, what is the requirement of the debug? That is the main thing. This is a very simple project I have created, but you may have the requirement to go for creating a very huge project which I have thousands of classes, which may have thousands of packages, different interfaces, a lot of things you may have. So when you go for running the project, you may have some exceptions. When the exception will occur, then you may not be able to find out in which place exactly the exception occurred. That is why you have to know how to debug the project so that in exact location you can have a breakpoint or maybe more than one breakpoint so that you can rectify it or rectify your project what mistake you have made. So let us say I will go for having a debug process in this project or in this class. In case of debugging, what is the basic thing? Whichever line you want to make the project pause at, at the time of running, you can select that line. Means suppose this is what the line number 7 or maybe line number 8. This is what is the for loop starts, for loop ends. In line number 8 I will have a double click besides the 8. So here oops, so here for line number 7 I clicked, I removed it. Line number 8 I want to, so double click on the line number. There is something wrong with my keypad. Okay, let us keep this line number 7 as our breakpoint. This is called as breakpoint. Okay, so this breakpoint I have created in line number 7. Then if I'll try to debug it, then how I will debug? First of all, I have created a breakpoint. I may create multiple breakpoint also. So now let us see what is going to happen. I'll go for again right click on this file name. In place of run as, previous time I had gone for run as. Now I will go below to it, that is what debug as. You can see debug as Java application. Okay, remember again I repeat, right click on that class which contains the main function or main method. Again I repeat, debug as Java application. So look what is going to happen. So here it is going to launch the debug mode. You can, if you want the debug mode on, you can keep it switch, or you can keep it no also. I'll go for switch. So here what it happens, you can close this part. So look, there is no output, but still the program is, or the project is running. But I didn't find the output of 5 lines of hello. Why? Because when it went through this class and this for loop, it it found a line which is this one. This is what is a breakpoint. Okay, so here only the execution of the program has paused. Now what is going to happen? What is the advantage? Suppose I want to know value of I in this position. What is going to the value of I? You can move the mouse into the variable which value we want to find out. If I go for here, I value is what? You can see I value is 0. Okay, so I value is 0 now, first time execution, and here is a run button to go for resuming the execution. I will click on it. Either you can go for F8 or click on this run button. I will click on this one, run next. So I got hello 0. This is the first output. Again it has paused because this for loop is going to execute 5 times, as you know. So here you can see now the value of I is, I hover the mouse over this I variable and I am getting the value of I is 1. Okay. So prior to that, you can also see here value of I is 1. So like that you can keep on clicking on it. So already 3 lines of output we have got. Now if I'll go for hovering the mouse over the I variable, here I is 3. So output will be 3 like this, and the last click I will do, that's what, I is 4, the program now ends, means the execution of the program ends. And this way we can find out where we have made the mistake while we are going for large scale project. Even if in a small scale project also, it is going to be a very helpful mechanism to debug a project or debug a class or debug a method by going for this breakpoint. This is what is the breakpoint we are creating. Okay, so here is the project window. Again, it's a debug window. This is what is the project window. So the program execution has stopped or finished. We have got the output from 0 to 4. So this is how we can debug a Java project in Eclipse. This is a standalone project I have created and I have shown you how to debug it. In next video, we will come back with a new topic, that is what, how you can go for debugging a web application. Thanks for watching. Obviously, if everybody asks, I also ask for a subscription. So please subscribe and click on that bell icon which is there. Okay, so that when I will go for the next video, you will be notified. Thank you. Thanks for watching.